G'day viewers, it's Michael here again and welcome back to Single Racer. Now today I have something slightly different in that I wanted to show you this new game that's just been released called Brass Tactics. But you can, if you own an Oculus Rift, you can download what's called the Brass Tactics Arena, where it gives you free access, totally free, to a couple of the arenas and some gameplay, and even lets you play online against total strangers. So I thought I would do that today and show you a little part of the tutorial, but in a slightly different way. Now when you download the arena version, you don't have access to any of these buttons, which are just basically like a personal selection of the colors that you want, and you can change them in game. But with the arena being a free game, you don't have access to that. But if I take you out now and show you the campaign, which is a training tool for the first couple of maps or levels, I thought I would show you this incredible feature. So let me just start it off now. And I'll just have it on easy because it starts off default in normal, but I'll start it on easier just so I can make it easier to show you this in the demo. Let me just press the button here. And as we start, this is quite incredible. So all this is totally free. Let's listen to what he has to say now.
Denego Coliseum, where scions come to spar and princeps to find new talent. It's a useful training ground because scions don't have to worry about damage, except to their reputations. Most people have more trouble with the table the first time than you did, but don't let that make you cocky. I've seen so many bright young potential scions completely come apart when faced with the number of decisions they have to make. I want to run you through some more advanced techniques before we face another scion. For practice, I'll be your opponent this round. Look in the arena and find your warrior squad. Now, command your warrior squad to attack my cavalry.
Now what I want to show you is this is just like any other RTS game. I've played virtually all the Command and Conquer games. I actually have the whole series as a collection. And one thing that's incredible about this in VR is this is in a previous tutorial, but what you can do is you can grab the table and lift it up and down. So I'm sure there are a lot of people showing you these different levels, but I kind of wanted to do a very slight difference in that it has this feature. So I want to give you a really close-up, almost magnified version of how they fight, because this is really quite incredible. And the way they've done the controls, personally, I think it is as good, if not better, than any current of the previous CNC games, Command and Conquer games. It's just so well done. So when you turn your arms, you can see some of the buildings you can lay down, just like in Command and Conquer when you're building your base, but there's none of that needed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it actually up closer, and you can go right up as much as you like. So here's my men in the green, and I'll just move it out so you can see what I'm doing. Select them, and then this is how you move. I'm just holding the button down, and you just select it like that. So let them fight, but now I want to give you a close-up view of how they fight. Just amazing. Of course, this is a little bit scripted, so they don't always...
How your warriors fared better than my cavalry? That's because it's melee combat, which warriors are designed for.
Okay.
For contrast, try attacking my archers with your warriors.
Doesn't sound good already, but I'll just select them. And just the way you can drag them over is just amazing. So let's go and let's see what happens, but nice and up close. Come on guys, come on.
See how your warriors didn't do well against archers?
But I
Archers
won.
can inflict damage from a distance,
There's a bug.
so you need to get inside their range quickly.
Okay. But I did all right. I
Attack
beat
my
them.
archers again, but this time use your cavalry.
Okay. Let's see this. Now, just like I mentioned in my racing videos, the headset is like its own camera, but also like, in effect, God mode, where you can go through objects. So I can actually sync. I'm in the middle of my room now. I can sync below the table and look, and they've been very clever in designing all the detail underneath the table as well. So let's select them now and let's fight. And let's see them charge this group here. Come on, guys, you can do it. There you go. Beautiful.
Exactly so. Cavalry can cover ground with their charge attack, which forces ranged units to engage in melee, in addition to the damage the cavalry delivers on impact. What else? Let's cover a few more advanced squad commands, shall we?
Yep.
To select multiple squads at once, squeeze the trigger as far as it goes and point at your squads.
Okay, now just before I do that, let's have a look around. It's quite incredible. So what I'm doing is on my controller here, I'm just grabbing the button underneath and I can just slide it around. You get to learn all this in the first tutorial bit. But look at that, just the detail is incredible, and this game is getting rave reviews.
To select multiple squads at once, squeeze the trigger as far as it goes.
Okay, I'm just showing them the table, fella. Don't get upset. Jeez. So there we go. And this is where one thing that I like about over how Command and Conquer can sometimes be tough to control your all your
to select multiple squads at once. Squeeze
I'm
the trigger
doing
as
it.
far
I'm doing
as
it.
goes
Settle
and
down.
point at your squads.
Is selecting all the groups or individual groups, but here all you have to do is point to them and then
This allows
keep
you
pointing.
to give each of these squads the same command at the same
Okay,
time.
right.
To select a single squad
You
for a
happy
special
now?
assignment, squeeze the trigger part way and point
Yeah.
at the squad you want to act
Okay,
alone.
so this one, and I'll move him over here.
There
And
you
this is where it's so much
Selecting
easier
a
in a
single squad
way
is
than
useful
Command
for
and
positioning
Conquer.
specific squads in strategic locations.
Oh, okay.
Alternatively, rather than telling your squads to attack a target, you can command them to go to a location while engaging enemies along the way.
Oh, okay.
To initiate an attack move command, select your squads, then push up on the thumbstick.
These ones.
Now that you've engaged the attack move command, your
Okay.
squads will attack move to any location you select when you release the trigger.
Oh,
Well done. Princess
Look at the
Moravia
detail
said that
on
she
those
used the
guys.
attack move command in situations where she could trust her commanders to engage the enemy, which freed her attention for strategic oversight.
and I like the little
last
flags
command
there.
is hold position, which tells your squads to remain in place and not to move for any reason.
Oh, okay.
To initiate hold position, select your squads and push down on the thumbstick. I remember it is down to stay and up to go.
Oh, okay. So the flags above the mech, like just like the health bar used to. So there, if I go there, then they, if I select them and I hold the up button, they won't move, and they'll stay there and defend their territory. So what do you got now, fella?
To initiate hold position, select your squads and push down on the thumbstick. I remember it is down to stay and up to go.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I did it the wrong way there.
That's
Yep.
Hold
My
position
apologies.
is useful when you need your squads to hold a line.
Okay.
It helps them avoid getting lured out of formation by enemy squads.
Look at these little guys.
Looking over my list. Right. Those are the primary squad commands.
Okay.
Multi-selection, single selection,
Yep.
attack
So
move,
we do
and
some
hold position.
training now, huh?
Now it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Elite squads. Some elite squads have interactable abilities that empower them. Let's start by finding your artillery squad in the arena.
Yep.
The artillery
So-
can pack up and move around as a normal squad, but I love
This.
it.
Yep.
Try touching the artillery and pressing the A button.
Okay. So we select him and we press the A button. Oh.
See how it's transforming? It's now unpacked and can bombard targets from afar. Press A on it again.
Oh, got him.
The artillery does this amazing, graceful repacking, and now
Beautiful.
it can relocate. Nimble and deadly.
Oh yeah.
The more battles you have under your belt, the more you'll grasp the nuances of each squad and how to take advantage of their abilities.
Now there's
I
the
think you'll
time.
grasp this on your own, but I do want to give you a quick overview of squad upgrades.
Yeah.
Upgrades improve squads by giving them bonuses or different tactical advantages. For example, take a look at your warriors in the arena.
Yep.
These warriors have the Stealth Warrior upgrade track
Yes.
and can be extremely
They're
effective if
ghosts.
used properly.
A whole bunch
Move
of
in to attack
Casper
my
the
archers
Ghost.
and see what happens.
Yep.
Normally,
All right.
warriors are not a good choice against archers,
Okay.
but
So let's select them. We'll select them both, and you just run the arrow over both to select them, and we'll sneak up on them. See, they don't know we're coming, and I'll get up nice and close for you. And now let's attack. There they go. They get him. And see how the flag's disappearing as each of the enemy die.
the Stealth Warriors
and
engage
there's
in melee
my
with
one
the
here.
archers before the archers have a chance to attack.
Yep.
As you can see, upgrades can completely alter the outcome of combat. Every squad type has an upgrade track at your castle. As you develop as a scion, you'll learn to take full advantage of the strengths of each upgrade track.
Okay.
So, shall we put all of that theory to practical use?
Oh, you're making me
Best me in
nervous.
combat, and then we'll press on to Nidane to get some new equipment to help us face Zavulto. Remember, warriors are strong against cavalry.
Yep.
Cavalry is strong against archers, and archers are strong against warriors.
All right. So we'll lure them in with these two over here, and then let them kind of hide here, and then we'll attack them on this front. Let them, that's it, and then bring these in behind here. Let's see how we do. Oh, I think we're going to get overrun. No, looks like we've got the advantage here. Come on, yes, guys, that's it. Look at that. Oh, well done. Look how much damage he's taken there with the flag above. I just love everything about how this is done. It's just brilliantly done. And all totally free. So, here's the next one now. So, they look like archers there. And this is it. You can, one of the great features of this game is you can move the table up to their area to see what they're doing. It's not like the old CNC games where it was hidden in a kind of fog of darkness and you had to go to the area to uncover it. So they look like the sword guys, they're not the archers. I'm still getting used to all the names. So let me think now. So what I might do is I might try and keep those archers because they can go from a distance. So let's actually try and we'll hold this group back. And this is what I mean by also how easy it is to attack we might have. We've got higher ground, which is supposed to be good, but it's neck and neck here. I'm not sure we're going to do any good here. Yes, no. We might have enough here. Let's battle it out to the end. Now, see, you can see the flags disappearing, so it looks like I'm underpowered here. Have I got enough? Oh, this is going to be very close. No, I think I'm going to get overrun just by one. Come on, you can do it. Ah.
If at first you don't succeed.
Yep. Try again. All right. Let's try that a bit differently. This time, I'll get them up here, and I'll be a bit more patient, but I'll put these guys in front and let the archers shoot from behind. Now you attack these guys That's it. Let the archers get a bit of protection, hopefully. Attack him, so we've got a few more. There we go. Now we're in a better position. Let them come over here. Now we're outnumbered here, but here they come to the rescue. So there's a possible little bug still. The game was delayed a little bit, but it's totally worth it when you get such good quality in the end. Yes, that's it. Beautiful. Oh, one more. Oh, and here we got the gun. Okay, so here's where the strategy comes in. And not, believe me, I'm not good at strategy. But what we'll do is we'll set these two off here to start them off, but we'll get him to stop, and we'll press that little A button and then select these two to come from kind of like from behind. That's it. So he's set there, and hopefully he's going to fire. Is he going to fire there? Is he going to fire? No, maybe he's too far away. So let me get him a bit closer. Oh. And press the A.
We are victorious.
Didn't need him. Didn't need him, yes.
Well done. And
Beautiful.
now on to Nadine. There are some scholars at the academy that I've been wanting to consult with about the Titan.
Look at this. Victory! Yes. Beautiful. Whole place is on fire. And moving on to the next round. So there you go, folks, and you can one thing I've never kind of liked about the Oculus Rift is you do kind of, it's just so good you get lost in time, but it's good that if you knew it was say 2 p.m. when you started, you can look up at the clock there and see how long you've been playing, so you get at least some sense of what time might be. So all this that I've shown you, 2 levels of the training. Oh, let me go back now. So you just press the A to go back, and so if I press the campaign, so the campaign is like your normal your normal game from Command and Conquer, and that's the first and second training level, and I'm sure the third one is probably an advanced training level as well. Then you've got your solo here, and there'd be, I don't know, just some extra missions or things like that. And then you've got your quick matches where you can play against total strangers, and all this is for free. You just don't get all those extra maps. So enjoy. I hope you like the close-up demo of this game, and it's called Brass Tactics Arena, which is the free game. And I'll catch you next time. This is Michael signing out for Single Racer. I just got to find where I parked my V8, and I'll see you next time. Okay, catch ya. See ya.